Festivals Cow Massage Cosmetic Surgery for Cows. New admissions December 2007 Save Our Clinic Care for Cows in Vrindavan CFC Trustees Vraja Mohan Dasa Hayavalabha Dasa Amit Dhulani Rakesh Rahira Patrons Radha Jivan Dasa Suresh Vajiani CFC Staff Kurmarupa Dasa Nanda Kaiser Dasa Syamgauri Dasi Braja Gopal Dasa, Switzerland, Laxmi Rupa Dasi Isani Devi Dasi, Holland, Dr. J.P. Lavanya Pavankumar Pandi Satyadeva Singh Radhakaran Dasa Krishnamai I Dasi Syam Hari Vijay, Ramu, Santosh, and Ramavati Newsletter Editors Kurmarupa Dasa Syam Gauri Dasi Care for Cows in Vrindavana is inspired by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada founder Acharya International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Dear friends, Srimad Bhagavatam describes that Indra became angry and inflicted distress upon the Vrajavasis by flooding Vrindavan, the cows and other animals, shivering from the excessive rain and wind, and the cowherd men and ladies, pained by the cold, all approached Lord Govinda for shelter. They called out, "Krishna, Krishna, O most fortunate one, please deliver the cows from the wrath of Indra. O Lord, you are so affectionate to your devotees. Please save us also." Interestingly enough, the Vrajavasis pleaded for Krishna to save the cows before they requested him to save themselves. This demonstrates an important symptom of the Vrajavasis: they put the welfare of the cows before all else, including their own dear lives. As we know, Lord Krishna lifted Govardhana hill and invited the Vrajavasis, their cows, and other domestic animals to take shelter underneath and enjoy his blissful company. If we cultivate the attitude of the Vrajavasis who place the cow above all else and do the necessary to relieve the distress of the cows, certainly we assist Sri Krishna in his pastimes and no doubt become eligible to serve him in his eternal abode. Jaya Sri Guru. Jaya Sri Gopala. Jaya Sri Gomata. The CFC's TAF-CA-REFORCOWS.org Care for Cows in Vrindavan is a charitable trust registered in India, USA, Holland, and Switzerland. Painting by Saxidananda Dasa, Vrindavan, India. Govardhana Puja festivals occasions for rice, halava, fresh and dried fruits, nuts, rock candy, milk sweets, and various flowers are arranged. Puja and Gopastamai festivals prepare very nice foods and invite the learned brahmanas. Then decorate all the cows and feed them well. After nice grasses have been given to the cows, Govardhana Puja may immediately begin. This sacrifice will very much satisfy, arranged to resemble Govardhan hill. Atop the hill rests Asila happily accepting the offering. Govardhana Puja and pilgrims from many places in the world gathered at Care for Cows to celebrate Govardhana Puja and Gopastamai. Here participants are seen to be gently brushing the cows under the neck. It appears that cows equate this with the affectionate licking they receive from their mother and friends. Vrajavasi folklore states that one's heart becomes soft by scratching cows under the neck. A guest consoles Sushila as her leg mends. Prema patiently benedicts her servant. Service to cows is therapeutic and brings peace of mind. Gopastami Festivals. The most special days in the month of Kartika are Govardhana Puja and Gopastamai. The former is the day Sri Krishna lifted Govardhana hill to relieve the cows and Vrajavasis of distress. The latter is the day Sri Krishna first took the cows out to graze. To underscore the importance of cow protection, Govardhana Puja is held on the same day as Go Puja, when cows are worshipped in recognition of the unique place they hold in Sri Krishna's heart. Cows have such significance for the Lord that his own abode is named after them, Goloka, the planet of cows. In the pastime of lifting Govardhana hill, Sri Krishna cleverly convinced his father Nanda Maharaja to give up the traditional worship of Indra to secure good rainfall for their agricultural activities. Sri Krishna persuaded his father to use the elaborate arrangements intended for Indra to worship Govardhana hill. A regular visitor consoles Bedridhan Mandakini. Hanuman fulfills a guest's lifelong desire to kiss a cow. An affectionate father teaches his Sanjeevana gets relief from the pain and discomfort of amputation. Son to please cows. Govardhana Puja and Gopastami festivals, as that is where the cows graze. Sri Krishna argued that rain will appear in due course by nature's arrangement, but that Govardhana hill and the cows are the real livelihood for the cowherd community. After the community held a grand festival and elaborately worshipped the cows and Govardhana hill, Indra became infuriated that the elaborate worship originally intended for him was instead used for worshipping someone else. Thinking Sri Krishna to be an ordinary human, Indra opposite, Krishna, our prize ox, accepts a garland of flowers before his worship begins. Above and left, devotees chant in Kirtana and offer incense to Krishna and Vanamali, who happily accept an offering of carrots, spinach, bananas, radish, gur and laddus. Below left, a hill is made of rice and halava decorated with a variety of dried fruits and flowers. Below, Gaurangi wears a garland while a Kadasi is offered incense, a ghee lamp and bananas. Murari Gaurahari leads Kirtana as Dr. Lavanya, center, offers respects and others offer incense to Krishna, and Vanamali Satyanarayana Dasa offers arati to Krishna. Nanda Kaiser praises Govardhan Hill Govardhana Puja, and participants offer the cow's spinach, carrots, radish, bananas, gur and laddus made of wheat bran, chickpea husks and barley. Gopas Tami Festivals sent forth torrents of rain intending to decimate Nanda Maharaja's village and destroy all his livestock. The cows and the cowherd men and ladies shivered from the severe rain, wind, and cold. The cows draped the velvet-like folds of skin under their necks over the delicate heads of their calves and approached the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. The cowherd men and women pleaded, Krishna, Krishna, please deliver the cows from the wrath of Indra. You are so affectionate to your devotees. Please save us also. To protect his cows and family, and to teach Indra a lesson, in one easy motion Sri Krishna lifted Govardhana hill and held it over his head on his little finger, and called for the entire village and cows and animals to take shelter underneath the hill. Although Indra continued to pour rain on the community for many days, Sri Krishna protected them and remained holding Govardhana hill above his head like a huge umbrella. On the seventh day Indra called off his attack, realizing that all of his power was no match for Sri Krishna's little finger. Indra understood that Sri Krishna was the Supreme Lord and that Govardhana hill and the cows were the rightful recipients of worship. After placing Govardhana hill back on the ground, Sri Krishna, accompanied by his cowherd friends, then returned to the place where they had been tending the cows. The rest of the Gopas and Gopis returned to their homes singing joyfully about the wonderful deeds performed by Sri Krishna. Those who protect cows from natural calamities or any other type of danger should do so in the mood that they are assisting Sri Krishna in his pastime of lifting Govardhana hill. Radhika and a friend relax after the feast. Gopinath pleases Prana. Guests were served a feast. Help us save the CFC clinic, working together to revive the consciousness of caring for Lord Krishna's beloved cows. The Care for Cows facility at Raman Reddy has welcomed many of you during the last few years. Those who have come to meet the residents to whom the facility is now home, know full well that a visit to CFC is an unforgettable experience. Often it is a long-anticipated moment when sponsors get to personally meet their chosen cow for the first time, or a chance for long-term sponsors to reunite with their cows. CFC has offered new guests a glimpse of the plight and suffering of Vrindavan's abandoned cows and helped them face up to the harsh reality of life for those left on the streets to fend for themselves or left for dead at the roadside, after an accident, in the Holidom. The CFC facility not only provides for the needs of the cows, it is a meeting place centered on Goseva, for all who find their way here. A place, where personal interaction connects people with sacred Vrindavan cows. It is a spiritually enlightening experience that draws on the realization of how Lord Krishna spends his days blissfully, in the company of cows. Far left, recuperating patients at the CFC clinic facility, Raman Reddy. Left, Kisarai and a visitor share a heartfelt embrace. Below, a Vrindavan street bull suffering from heat stroke collapses by an open sewer. You may not be aware of the fact that the owner of the land that accommodates the CFC clinic, who graciously allowed CFC its use for these last few years, now wishes to sell. He has given CFC the first option to purchase at the current market value. Land prices in Vrindavan continue to soar as land availability reduces. The land we presently occupy, 1/2 acre, is valued at Rs 2 crore/$500,000. The purchase of the land must be completed by Gaura Purnima, March 21, 2008, if we are to secure the future of CFC at this site. You will undoubtedly understand that the purchase of this land is absolutely crucial to ensure the continuity of the CFC project and the welfare of the cows who are cared for here. Today the CFC herd numbers over 230 cows, bulls, oxen, and calves, many of whom have been treated through the CFC clinic, made a full recovery, and will now remain under CFC's lifetime protection. The present site, from where we run the CFC clinic, provides accommodation for around 40 orphaned calves and 60 injured, sick and disabled cows who require ongoing medical care or special assistance. Many are elderly, infirm, and weak. Raman Redi is an easily accessible location in close proximity to the doctors and carers, who need to attend to patients in emergencies, or be on call, around the clock, throughout the year. It is also a site close to town for immediate access to emergency cases, and for injured and sick street cows to be transported by local means. With your help and support, CFC has been able to develop into a world-renowned Gosaudan, extending services to the local community by providing free medical care for outpatient cows. It has also established the only laboratory in Vrindavan offering veterinary screening to the public, free of charge. Far left, administering 4 fluids to a sick calf patient. Left, Dr. Lavanya at work in the CFC laboratory. Below, a new arrival delivered by bullock cart, a practical means of transporting a patient through the tangle of Vrindavan's narrow lanes. Pressured by the increasing number of cows in need, a new wing to accommodate another 15 patients is presently under construction at the CFC clinic facility, left. Below, some happy and healthy CFC herd members, once victims of abuse and neglect. Below right, CFC clinic is home to many disabled cows like Sakivrinda, one of our several amputee cows. From its humble beginnings, 8 years ago, with minimal funding, it now provides food, shelter, and medical care and lifetime accommodation for abandoned cows, bulls, retired oxen and orphaned calves arriving from Vrindavan, Govardhan, Varshana, and Mathura. A team of volunteers who offer their talents and resources to respectfully care for the neglected cows in the Vraja Vrindavan area, Uttar Pradesh, India, run CFC. In this year alone, CFC has provided lifetime accommodation for over 100 abandoned, injured, and needy cows. The present location affords easy, safe access for sponsors and visitors alike. CFC is a short walk or rickshaw ride from the ISKCON temple. It is conveniently located, offering itself as a showpiece for the CFC project, which is readily accessible to prospective donors. CFC funding relies heavily on donations in order to keep running, and for this reason, its current location ensures that visitors to Vrindavan are afforded every opportunity of being aware of its existence, in that it is situated on a well-used path. Earlier this year, as the ever-increasing herd outgrew the Raman Redi facility, a number of the healthy cows and oxen were transferred to a rented Goshala at Belvan, across the Yamuna River. That facility is now full. As well as the anticipated purchase of the Raman Redi facility, CFC has also entered into negotiations for purchasing cheaper acreage plots across the Yamuna River. As these plots are in a more remote and less accessible location, they are unsuitable for use as the CFC clinic or for regular visitors. The goal of the purchase of this land is to secure the future for our growing number of healthy herd members. The CFC clinic will continue to function and provide a home to the disabled and needy cows. For those of you who have been supporting CFC over the years, we wish to thank you, extend the blessing of the many cows you are helping in Vrindavan, and call upon your support once again. We are asking you to help us by giving a tax-deductible donation for the CFC clinic land purchase. We work very hard to provide a much-needed service for Vrindavan's abandoned, injured, and sick cows each year. This work must continue to help Krishna's cows. We hope we can count on you all to make a generous donation of $100 or more. If $100 is beyond your means, please do not hesitate to contribute whatever you are able, as it will be most gratefully received. If you require additional information about care for cows, do not hesitate to contact us. We will be happy to answer any questions you may have. Visit www.careforcows.org online or contact us directly by phone 0983709024. Email kmarupa@careforcows.org. Donate online via PayPal or credit card. If you are sending your donation in the form of a check, please make it payable to Care for Cows. On behalf of Brindavan's Cows, we thank you for your continued support and for your consideration. Far left, clean drinking water, as valuable as gold in the desert environment of Brindavan. Left, another success story. After months of treatment to save her leg, Sushala's wounds are closing and her complicated fracture is healing. Hopefully she will be out of the cast and walking around by mid-December. Everybody massage therapy for rehabilitation, health, and relaxation loves a massage. Kala Krishna ready for his daily massage session. For thousands of years massage therapy has been in practice and is considered one of the most advanced of the healing arts. Today, massage therapists use extensive backgrounds in massage therapy to provide healing of many body ailments including rehabilitation therapy, injuries, chronic musculoskeletal problems, arthritis, and bursitis. Massage therapy can also benefit many patients suffering from problems with stress and relaxation deficits. At CFC we treat a broad range of patients suffering many of the above-mentioned ailments and have incorporated massage therapy into their daily treatment. And yes, our cows love a massage. During their session they will often stretch out with the flow of movement, tilt their head and gaze hypnotically, lie down flat on their side, and eventually fall asleep, sure symptoms of a relaxing massage. It is not uncommon for some of our more intuitive pressure applied in tight circular motions in between each vertebrae, stimulating acupressure points along the sides of the spinal column cows to communicate to their therapist the body point in need of a massage by repeatedly touching the part with their nose. The CFC therapist often comes out of a session being exfoliated by the cow's reciprocal licking. Massage therapy aids the body by increasing circulation, allowing increased oxygen and nutrients to be delivered to treated areas, aiding the management of stress, relaxing injured muscles, reducing cramps and muscle spasms, increasing blood flow to relieve often painful swelling of joints and muscles due to injury, disease, or overexertion, increasing joint flexibility and joint range of motion, stimulating the release of the body's natural endorphins which may aid in pain control. Decreasing recovery time from muscle injuries, providing increased exercise, massaging down the spine as energy flows from the head to the feet. From the spine the nervous system spreads out all over the body, stretching for atrophied muscles, treating the senses, relaxing the body and mind. Many combinations of massage techniques are used during a therapy session, and by observing the cow's receptiveness and responses the therapist can create a personalized program. All massage techniques can be tailored to specific areas of the body, such as for an injury, or the massage can incorporate a more general approach aiming for an overall relaxation of the patient. Medical massage utilizes specific treatments appropriate to working with disease, pain, and injury. As in humans, different oils may be used in conjunction with this therapy on cows or other animals. Oils that create heat in the body such as mustard or sesame help penetrate and loosen and are excellent for deep tissue massage. Cooling oils such as broad, flowing strokes used to relax the foreleg muscles, stimulating release of the body's natural endorphins to aid in pain control. Olive, coconut or almond are used on the head, and medicinal oils can be used on areas of joint or muscle pain. At the completion of the massage we also rub our CFC Gavazati healing oil onto painful joints or tender muscle areas. CFC accommodates a number of downer cows, or cows who cannot stand up, mostly due to back leg, pelvic, or spinal injuries. Massage therapy plays an important role for their rehabilitation, aids blood circulation, helps to keep their lymphatic system healthy, and benefits their daily comfort needs. Love is the best medicine of all, and another reward of massage is that it creates a loving bond between the cow and the therapist. In our experience, this natural expression of love and care can make the difference of life or death for an injured, neglected, and unwanted Brindavan street cow. Relaxing injured muscles, reducing cramps and muscle spasms. Satyadev, CFC massage therapist, in a session with Kala Krishna neglect calf, admitted November 23, 2007 Kodachandra passed away that night at 10:30 p.m. Bhugarba and Kasisvara disappearance day. The month of Kartik, Octnove, is celebrated throughout the Vedic scriptures as being the holiest of months in the year. This auspicious time benedicts the soul with great spiritual advancement for even the slightest pious act performed, and this is multiplied 1,000 times if residing in the holy land of Sri Vrindavan. Kartik month 2007 CFC admitted 4 serious cases, all of whom passed away in that holiest of times. First to arrive was Syama Saika from Govardhan, a seriously neglected year-old calf from Agadi Yamath Goshala. She had suffered from long-term neglect and sadly died within 24 hours. The next patient was an abandoned calf from Madhuvan colony in Vrindavan. She had fallen into a drain at night and in the morning was pulled out shaking with cold. She was admitted to CFC that day, developed pneumonia overnight and passed away the following day. Later in the month a Nilgai, blue cow, was hit by a car on Mathura Road, Vrindavan, early morning. She suffered a broken front leg, internal injuries, and when she arrived mid-morning she was in deep shock. The doctor tried to save her but she passed away that night. Another sad case this month was a 3-month-old calf starved by her Goshala owners and exposed to cold with developed pneumonia. Unable to even hold up her head, her cruel owners put her out on the roadside to die. She was found by 2 English sisters who rushed her to CFC, but it was to be the end of her short life. They had named her Kodachandra. Neglect calf admitted November 8, 2007 Syama Saika passed away November 9, 2:20 p.m. Deepavali pneumonia calf admitted November 13, 2007 she passed away November 14, 2:20 p.m. Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day road accident admitted November 21, 2007 the Nilgai passed away that night 1:20 m. Uthana Ekadasi cosmetic surgery Totaram is a handsome young bull calf brimming with confidence, but one slight imperfection takes away from his appearance, a dry, oversized, unsightly wart dangling over his eye. It had to be removed, but not just because of cosmetic considerations. The wart was impairing Totaram's vision and through constant contact with the eyelid it was spreading by developing a cluster of warts around the eye. Dr. Lavanya was called in for cosmetic surgery and after anesthetic was administered locally to numb the area, the operation was complete within 10 minutes. The wart had grown like a round, flat disc that could flap up and down, being attached to the skin along the eyebrow. It was sliced off at this point and only 2 sutures were required. After 6 days Totaram's stitches were removed, his eye now free of the heavy burden weighing on his vision of other beautiful Vrindavan cows. An oversized wart dangled on Totaram's eyelid. The wart could flap up and down, being attached along the brow. 2 small sutures after removal. Totaram takes a final look at his wart, from a different perspective. Happy days, Totaram is found singing in the barnyard. Life in the streets above. A 2-year-old bull suffering from a broken front leg was found inside Ulchaya. The leg injury is several months old and has not healed properly. The bull was loaded on the truck and taken to Care for Cows where an attempt will be made to join the broken limb and rehabilitate him. Left, an elderly bull with a maggot-infested wound limps amidst the traffic on one of the main streets of Vrindavan. We attempted to goad him towards CFC but he did not cooperate. We are making arrangements to tranquilize him and transport him to our facility soon. Specialist eye care injured in a road accident at Govardhan. Venkat was picked up off the street by Sudivai and nursed back to health at Surabhai Goshala, Radhakund. His front leg was fractured in 3 places and trauma to the head had caused his left eyeball to prolapse, or be knocked out of its socket. As he could not close the eyelids around the eyeball it was subject to contact with dirt and debris and he soon lost total vision in the eye. He underwent 3 surgeries to try and correct the prolapse but none were successful. Venkat was admitted to CFC as an outpatient in November in a final attempt to treat the eye, or if necessary remove the eyeball. Dr. Lavanya performed a delicate operation in which excess fluid was drained from the eyeball, which was then successfully placed back into its socket. Coupled with medication the eye has retained its normal size enabling Venkat to now close his eyelids and blink. Venkut's left eye now back to normal size. Dr. Lavanya administered local anesthetic. The eye was swollen and bulging from the socket. Fluid was drained from within the eyeball. Do you know the cure for a fat lip? I'm not going out looking like this. I've tried ice but it's not working, neither is hydrocortisone cream. Someone suggested prevention, keep my mouth shut, before I offend another cow, and before they kick me in the mouth. Very funny. I'd laugh if I could. The cows send their heartfelt thanks to those who assisted during November 2007 ADI Carta Dassa, USA Alessandra Petrassi, Italy Anna Ndadassa, Guatemala Anastasia Tsitsishvili, USA Ann Kennedy, USA Anata Dassi, India Anand, Singapore Antoinette Kennedy, USA Aravind Chawla, India Atanu Dassa, NZ Iyengar Komanduri, USA Bani Hamdi, USA Braja Gopal, Swits. Chandra C. Kara Acharya Dassa, Singh. Chandravala and Our Siksha, UK David Kazanau, USA David Thornton, USA Devala Dassa, Canada Dhruva Maharaja Dassa, India Dhruva Singh, India Dr. G. Shankar, USA Dhritarashtra Dassa, India Enver Ajanovic, Ireland Himwati Greenberg, USA Hari Priya Dassi, NZ Isani Devi Dassi, India Jagat Mahani, India J. Saman, Singapore Judith Talent, USA Kadamba Kanana Swami, India Karunika Dassi, NZ Katyayani Dassi, USA Ketan Vilani, UK Kirtiraja Dassa, USA Kitri Waterman, USA Lavangalatika Dassi, India Laxman Dassa, India Laxmirapa Dassi, India Lalita Dassi, India Lalita Dassi, USA Lisa Kubis, USA Madhava Dassa, USA Mandopa and Jagat Priya, Australia Mariana Polonsky, USA Michael Barsalia, USA Michael Meshuris, USA Moksh Salaxmi Dassi, UK Nanda Dassi, India Naranarayana Dassa, India Navid Vip Dassa, UK Narav Mithai, India Omaha Sangha, USA Pankaj Vora, India Paramgata Devi Dassi, Sweden Parvati Devi Dassi, India Pradipta Chatterjee, USA Pranay Vallabha Dassa, USA Pranal Bharath, SA Pushpavan Dassa, USA Radha Karan and Krishna Mai. India Radha Jivan Dassa, India Radha Mohan Savak, India Radha Patti Dassa, India Raj Patel, India Raktak Dassa, India Rama Publications, USA Ryan Ko and JB Harry, Netherlands Sanjay Daya, UK Satya Narayana Dassa, USA Sri Hari Dassa, India Srinivas and Radha Damodara, Australia Sumit Roy, India Surendra and Manjula Shah, UK Suresh Vajayani, UK Syama Dassi, USA Syamakant Dassa, Canada Tatiana Leonova, USA Tusta Krishna Dassa, USA Tyaga Caitanya Dassa, India Vananath Dassa, USA Varun Janeja, India Vidyasagar Lakand, USA Vilasa Manjari Dassi, Australia Visvamhara Priya Dassi, USA Vrindavan Kandra Dassa, Malaysia Vrindavan Vilasani Devi, Germany Yogamaya Dassi, Boston May cows stay in front of me, may cows stay behind me, may cows stay on both sides of me. May I always reside in the midst of cows. Hari Bhaktavila 16.252